Hi, my name is Kevoy Campbell, and I'll be giving a testimony for RYF.
Okay, what's your testimony centered around today?
So today I really want to talk about the journey of me quitting my job and what God has done throughout that process and where I am now.
Okay, so it sounds like you basically had the dream job. So where did it all take a turn?
So yes, in the world's eyes, I really did have the dream job, to be honest. The money was there, as I said, the traveling was there. You literally don't pay for your travels. Everything is taken care of. When you fly, you get to stay in hotels for a couple of days, and then you join the ship. Same thing when you're leaving the ship, you stay in a hotel. You can ask them to maybe even send you to another country. You do a layover, maybe stay a week, and then they send you home. The money was extremely good. So in terms of that aspect, honestly, it was good. Here, all the problem coming. I was always sad because I was always alone. With sea life, to be honest, I can't really start a family because it just really because you're hardly home. Because I was mostly, let's say, 4 months and then home 2 months, sometimes 1 month, then I gone again. So it's like it's hard for you to even build a family life or be committed to somebody while sailing. So apart from like intimate relationship, that was horrible. Family relationship, like mother, siblings and stuff, it was non-existent, to be honest, because all I was doing was working, and then when I got home, it was just party, and then gone again. So it was literally a cycle of not being happy. And then, to be honest, at sea, the environment itself wasn't that good because there was a lot of racism and stuff like that. So to be honest, holistically, it wasn't all that good. The only benefit to it was the money aspect, and then that's when I realized that money really isn't everything, because money really can't buy the happiness, it can't buy the peace, it can't buy the joy, and that is what I was searching for. And to be honest, it reached a place where when I talked to Michaela, how I describe it, I felt like I was drowning. I felt like I was going deeper and deeper and deeper, and I will reach a limit where I will just drown and die. And that drowning was coming mentally. So mental health wise is like it was getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I was going into a very dangerous aspect of my life mentally, being drained and depressed and sad. And to be honest, nobody didn't even know this because I didn't open up to anybody at all, in as a matter of fact. And like thinking about it, like that was so dangerous, because everybody would come around me and would smile and would laugh, but as soon as they left, I was so sad because I know that soon I'd have to go back to sea again.
Okay, and when did you, or what gave you the courage to leave?
So funny, I can remember the conversation like yesterday. I was in the car with my wife, Michaela, and I don't know, she just led to ask me the question like, when am I going back to sea? So I was like, them say end of month I'm supposed to go. But I guess she heard the sadness in my voice, so she said, okay boy, what's wrong? So I said, what do you mean wrong? Me not even knowing that I sounded sad, but so she go and she always I pick up them thing there. So she was there and she was like, you don't like sea, do you? And I don't know, guys. When she said it, it's like a piece of sadness, like depression came over me, and I was like, yes, I really don't. And she was like, I know you say it's not all glimmer and the glitter, but you have never expressed it to me like that. I was like, yeah, like I feel like I'm drowning. I feel like if I go one more time, like I'm not going to survive. I feel like this is the end of it. So my wife now said, you're not going back. So me I said, bro, Clearly you must be at drugs or something, but I do that know what you're talking about because we need the money. And she's like, no, Kevo, your mental health is more important than that. So you're not going back, we're going to figure it out. And I guess she being in my corner at that time, I was like, alright. And I guess she posed the question, she's like, yo, you trust God? Like, because Baxter, on while in that the latter part of my sea life, I was trying to get closer to God. I was trying to lean into Him more. I was trying to trust Him more and stuff like that. So at that time, she said, "Yo, like Kevin, do you really trust God? You trust God that Him can provide for you?" I'm like, yeah, yeah. She said, "Right, then show Him, say trust Him." And I guess that was the start of me saying, "All right, let me take a leap of faith and see if God can really provide for me."
Okay, I guess I just want you to talk about what has that provision look like, what have the challenges been, and how did God support you during that time?
All right, so after I made the decision, I'm not going to tell anybody that it was a easy transition. I kept C as my backup plan for like a year, to be honest. When I transitioned, I tried to start a clothing business, and it was going pretty well, to be honest. My bills were always paid and everything. So to be honest, from the jump, God was providing. However, here the thing now, because He wasn't providing in such a way that I was used to, that was the problem. So because whenever I made the big money that I used to make at sea, I was saying, yo, like, I'm not really sure about this. Like, maybe I should go back. Like, maybe this provision thing not really at work. Yeah, God, yeah, pay my bills, but that is it. My bills are being paid. So, but more. Like, I still want to go hotel. I still want to eat out when I feel like. I still want to do all them things there. So, I'm not really sure about this. Maybe I should go back to sea. Maybe, God, I know you're prepared, but maybe I should go back to sea. And that was the tension in which my processing that was happening was in me trying to go back to where God took me from, or me staying in the provision that He has prepared for me. And it's so funny because I'm thinking about scripture now in terms of the Israelites, and it is the same thing where God said, all right, Moses, watch out now. You see the people them are suffer. Take them out of Egypt, have a promised land for them reach. And Moses went for them, took them out of Egypt, aka took them out of slavery, which is same thing for me. God took me out of the job where I was suffering from. Yo, I know I'm thinking about it, it was literally slavery. That I was a slave to that job, I was a slave to the money. And I cried out to Him, and He said, all right, let me take it out. Same as the Israelites. So when God took them out now, and He was taking them to the promised land, which was supposed to really be a short time, but because in their waiting they got frustrated. They like, guys, I'm talking to you, I get drip up now because I feel like in my waiting I got frustrated as well. I got angry and wanting to go back, and hence I feel like that's why my journey, my process took so long. So Israelites, it was supposed to be a short time, but it ended up taking 40 years. And that's only because in their process, in their journey towards the promised land, they were annoyed. They were frustrated. They were angry at God. Them decided to say, yo, God nah do it fast enough, so let me go serve other gods. So then build them one idol and stuff like that. And I realized it's the same thing we do in our life. So even talking about me, but you guys, I know some of us struggle with God. You pray to God and say, God, please, me just beg you, take me out of the relationship. But then when you're alone for some time, you say, no, I can't deal with this. Let me go back to the relationship. Some jobs, same thing. You say, God, yo, the job, it's suffocating. Take me from the job. God say, all right, I'm going to take you out of that job. But I say, God, this rough, so let me go back to the job. The same thing as friendships. And we realize we are also doing the same thing the Israelites did. So a journey which should have taken a short time ended up taking a very long time for the Israelites. And then, to be honest, it reached a point where none of them who were taken from the slavery didn't even see the promise because of what they did in the waiting. So yeah, that was just coming to me in terms of how similarly relating it to the Bible and how it translated it in my life as well.
Okay, and I guess in just closing, what if you had to kind of like just sum up the testimony, because
Mm-hmm.
testimony has to mean that there is some outcome to it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the closing statement for your testimony?
So in closing or in summary, I realized the biggest thing that came out of this is focusing on the provider and not the provision. When I understood what that meant, because I think that's what God really wanted me to understand, that I don't need to focus on the money, my bills being paid, the food, the clothes on my back, the shelter over my head. What I need to be paying close attention to is the relationship with Him. I need to focus on who is providing it and not the provision that I'm getting. And when I understood that, everything changed. That's when I got the peace. That's when I got the joy. That's when I got happiness, because I stopped thinking about if my bills will be paid. I stopped thinking about if I'll have food for tomorrow. And all I focused on was really having a relationship with God. And I realized all my worries, and I know this sounds cliche, but I realized literally all my worries like went away. There were certain points where 1 week is left and my bills don't pay. I was like, right, God, if it's your will, it's your bill. I know you're going to come through. And literally, money just come. And ever since then, I've never missed my bills. Always eating. And I think in this process, it taught me how to be content. It taught me how to be satisfied with the needs I have. And to be honest, guys, you realize when you go with God, you live in abundance. Not abundance in terms of what the world sees as abundance, but abundance in Christ. And that means your every single needs are being taken care of, not just monetarily, but you have healing. Like all your scars are being healed. Like you feel like a whole person. Like the peace and joy. Like I would never ever give it up for money again. Like never. No matter how much money people offer me, I would never ever give up what I'm feeling or what God has graced me with. Like the love of God covers every single aspect of your life. So once you truly submit Him, once you truly believe that He is a provider and He will provide, you will have a holistic life. Keep repping your faith and trust God.